In the heart of southwestern Nigeria lies a land deeply rooted in heritage, unity, and resilience. Remo, a people whose story began centuries ago, tracing their origins to Ile-Ife, the sacred cradle of the Yoruba people. Driven by migration and the search for fertile land, groups journeyed southward, forming independent settlements grounded in kinship, trade, and tradition. These settlements evolved into what became known as the Remo towns, including Shagam, Ikene, Iberu, Ode-Remo, Ilishan, and others. Each town flourished with its own leadership and identity. Remo became a hub of commerce, a meeting point of culture, goods, and idea. As time progressed, a new force began to shape the destiny of Remo: education, a tool not just for knowledge, but for transformation. Remo Secondary School. From its classrooms emerged leaders, thinkers, and change makers, individuals shaped by a culture of equality and excellence. In the early centuries, wisdom chose a side, and it was not hers. The boy was called to the road of knowledge. The girl was told her destiny lived elsewhere. This was law. This was tradition. But Ilekuimo, the door of knowledge, was never meant for one foot alone. And in Remo land, where roots remember what mouths forget, ayé kìí dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ kan, takọtabo, male and female walked into knowledge together.
Remo Secondary School, Shagamu, was the first successful co-educational secondary school.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And how did it start?
In the 17th and 18th centuries, it was believed that a woman's school was her husband's kitchen. As a result, the female child was denied access to formal education.
Ríkẹ́! Bàbá fogún ọdún pinlẹ̀ wèrè. Ọdún mélòó gan ló fẹ́ jà? Àbọ̀ rò pé wọ́n bá igi tó kó lónìí ní ìní. Igi mọ̀ sí wà lóko.
Ẹ wò ó ti sú mi o.
Ó sú ọ. Ṣọ́tí ní nǹkan mi tó fẹ́ mọ́ ṣe ni. Ọkọ mi! Bó o lẹ̀kọ́ òní. Elédùn ṣe ó yá wọnú yàrá lọ kó lọ yíra padà kó wá jẹun. Ìwọ ń tiẹ̀ dá lóhùn o. Ṣọ́tí ní nǹkan mi tó fẹ́ mọ́ ṣe ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bí kí ni?
Èmi náà fẹ́ máa lọ léèwé bí Àlàdé.
Ẹ wá gbà mí, mo mọ̀ rí nǹkan he. Ṣé kìí ṣe pò ń ṣàwẹ́wà?
Rárá o, ní Àlàdé fi ṣe orí tèmi náà ò fi ṣe.
Ọkùnrin làlàdé, obìnrin ni ìwọ. Ìwé kí lo fẹ́ kà gan-an tó jẹ́ pé yàrá àdáná ọkọ rẹ ló padà fàdàgbà ìtọ̀rọ̀ sí. Àti wípé ṣé o mọ̀ pé kí obìnrin tọ́jú ọkọ kó bójú tó àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ títí tí wọn yóò fi dàgbà, ìyẹn la ń fi mọ obìnrin tó ráyé wá. Kẹ́ni wo mo ń lọ ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi Yásídí bí n bá ilé padà tó àti ìkó gbogbo igi tó wà lóko gbàdúgbàdá gbọ́wọ́ àgbàdo lọ́wọ́ èmi àti ẹ abẹ́ rí.
In 1936, J.S. Ogunlesi presented a letter at the Christmas conference of his association in collaboration with the Methodist Old Boys Union, OBU, for submission to the Secretariat in Lagos.
How is this a problem?
Yes, ma'am. We just feel that education should not be for the boys alone. You know, that we feel that boys and girls can come together under the same learning environment.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kí ló dé tẹ́ ìwé èjì ń pàtó báyìí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ma. Wow, we just feel you can change, you can help us.
Sorry. Tóbi! Kó tètè bọ́ síbí o.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Lord.
Kamalo.
Gender is not a cage of war. Àjèjì ọwọ́ kan kò gbẹ́rù lórí o. Behind the successful man is always a woman. Let's live in harmony. Love and unity. Takotabo, together we shine our light. Each voice is equal and strong.
This led to a mass rally at Tom Jones Hall in Lagos sometime in March 1937.
Padà síbi sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fọ́ká padà sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fọ́ká padà sí. Àsìkò tí tó nílé rẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀. Ìyáálé ilé ẹ̀kọ́ girama. Wọ́n á gbé ẹ̀jẹ̀ bọ̀ takọtabo. Àlàbí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ̀ sọ.
After years of futile effort, it was decided to dissolve the committee.
Dákun, ṣé nǹkan mi wá tẹ́ ṣe sí ni? Àgbàdo gbogbo yín wá kùn sínú báyìí.
Tí kò bá wá sí ẹni tí ó fọwọ́ sí ká tú ìgbìmọ̀ ẹ̀ka, ẹ̀náwó yín sókè.
Tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀, mo tú ìgbìmọ̀ yìí ká títí di ọjọ́ mi, ọjọ́ rẹ̀.
Ìwé ṣápá tún lọ sí o.
Reverend Melo, they tried and tried.
So,
They failed.
and then they gave up. Failure shows one is making effort, and result would surely show up someday.
But theirs wasn't showing. Their result was not showing.
Reverend Falode,
Yes, Reverend.
if we fail, we must try again. Failure is not eternal.
Yes, you're right.
Ẹ gbọ́ kí lẹ rí sí o wọ́n ní kí ọmọkùnrin àti obìnrin kí wọ́n jọ wà nínú iléèwé girama kí lè ròyìn.
Kábíyèsí, ó ṣe ayé, ikú wẹ̀síwẹ̀sí, òjijì fìrí, àkárìgbò. Kábíyèsí aláyélúwà, a lè torí wípé ayédayé ọ̀làjú ká máa fojú egbò tẹ́lẹ̀. Eléyìí tako àṣà alẹ́ wa. Kábíyèsí o, aláyélúwà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, kábíyèsí o. Obìnrin a máa fa ìpòrúru ọkàn fún ọkùnrin. Àti pé tá bá ní ká wo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dáadáa, a rí pé àwọn méjì tí wọ́n jọ ń bàlágà. Èmi wọ̀, ìwọ wù mí, ó lè mọ́ wáyé o.
Kábíyèsí, òsì ti sọ̀rọ̀. Èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí àgbà akin, mo fara mọ́ nǹkan tí àwọn méjèèjì sọ. Àbí ọkọ wo ló fẹ́ gbé obìnrin sílé, obìnrin tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ìgbà ló fi wà ní yàrá ìkàwé. Kí ló fẹ́ máa kọ́ ń bẹ̀? Ṣé bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ó máa kọ́ ní bí ó ṣe máa tọ́jú ọkọ rẹ̀ ń tọ́jú ilé ni? Kábíyèsí, èmi ò fara mọ́ pé kí takọtabo ọkùnrin àti obìnrin kí wọ́n ìjọ máa wà ní yàrá ìkàwé kan náà.
dáadáa fọ jàre Àgbàkin.
Ìyálóde.
Kábíyèsí. Tá a bá wí tẹ́lu ò ní bó èmi faramọ́ o pé ká ní iléèwé girama takọtabo nínú ìlú wa yìí.
Irọ́ mi kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ kò lè ṣiṣẹ́. Kábíyèsí.
Ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin lélẹ́yìn wọ́n ń wí jàre.
Bóòdù ọkùnrin àtòbí ó sì máa jókòó káwé inú yàrá kàwé.
Ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin ní.
Láyé kọ́lé ṣiṣẹ́ kábíyèsí.
kò tí ẹ̀ bọ́ sí.
Ó dáa, ẹ ṣeun. Fálódé.
Kábíyèsí.
Sọ fún ìkejì ẹ wípé èmi àti àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ mi a jíròrò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Gbogbo ohun tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ àbájáde ìjíròrò náà a máa fi tó yín létí.
Kábíyèsí. The king said that he himself and the chiefs will deliberate. Once they come to a conclusion, they will let us know.
Okay.
Tell the king and the chiefs that ignorance has no gender, neither should knowledge. They should embrace this and be forever remembered for good.
Dákun Kánọ̀nù, kí ni ìbò ń wí o?
Kábíyèsí o, ẹnì kejì mi ní kí n sọ fún yín wípé ìmọ̀ àti àìmọ̀ kan kò kan ipò ẹ̀dá. Yálà kò jẹ́ takọ àbí abo. Ó máa wá dá kí kábíyèsí àti àwọn ìjòyè kí a gba àbá yìí tọwọ́ tẹsẹ̀. Wọ́n má bàa gbàgbé wa nínú ìwé ìtàn.
Ó ṣeun. Ṣeun. A máa kàn sí ṣeun.
Kábíyèsí o.
Ǹjẹ́ o ti gbọ́ wípé wọ́n ní àtakọ àtabo ni yóò wà nínú yàrá kàwé kan náà nílé ìwé girama?
Lóòótọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, èmi gan gbọ́.
Gbọ́ pé kí ni? Dákun o, èwo lẹ́nu kẹta nínú ìmọ̀ràn. Bóun tiẹ̀ ti dé báwo lọ́rọ̀ ṣe fògànà dọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀.
Ṣebí kan tí mo mọ̀ ń pa ilẹ̀ ń sọ.
Bàbá ẹ̀ lọ bá àwọn ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ ọkùnrin sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn obìnrin lálẹ́jọ́ ilé tí ń bẹ ń bí. Àbẹ̀kẹ́ kí ló rí sí?
Rí sí kí ni?
Ọ̀rọ̀ iléèwé takọtabo tí ń bẹ ńlẹ̀ náà ni.
Ó sì wá dà o.
Kò dá síbi kankan.
Kí ló dé?
Àwọn ọkùnrin tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ṣe yan obìnrin jẹ ló máa wà lókun ẹ̀mí wọn. Èmi ò fara mọ́ o.
Nímọ̀ràn àtẹ̀mí ó sì wá dà.
Kò dá torí kò dá síbi kankan kan tí ò dá kò dá ló máa jẹ lọ́jọ́kọjọ́ kò dá ní.
Ó ga o, ó dẹ̀ sì wá dá lọ́nà tèmi o.
Bí ìlú Rẹ́mọ tó bá máa gòkè àgbà dájúdájú gbogbo obìnrin wa pátá àti kékeré ni o àtàgbà wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gòkè àgbà náà.
Kábíyèsí.
Ọ̀tún.
Kábíyèsí o.
Fálódé.
Kábíyèsí o.
Sọ fún ìkejì ẹ wípé ní orúkọ gbogbo ìlú Rẹ́mọ pátápátá àti gbogbo àwọn olóyè mi àti èmi orí adé gbogbo wa la fi ọwọ́ sí ilé ìwé takọtabo nílùú Rẹ́mọ.
Kábíyèsí o.
The king says that the town and his kinship are in full support of our movement.
In other words, we have his blessings?
Exactly. Congratulations. Yes, I mean, we have to go.
Àgbàkin abẹ́ẹ̀ rí ìyálóde, abẹ́ẹ̀ rí nǹkan bí.
Try and formulate whatever plans we have.
In 1945, the Rẹ́mọ District Anglican Church Council and the Ijebu Methodist Circuit applied for permission to establish Rẹ́mọ Secondary School. The request was eventually approved. Rẹ́mọ Secondary School was established with an initial enrollment of 29 students, 26 males and 3 females.
Students, meet Mr. E.O. Dada.
You're welcome to our midst, sir.
Thank you very much. He will be your principal from today. Welcome, sir.
Together we shine our light. Each voice is equal and strong.
If you hear your name, please step out. Beatrice Bosade Dada. Ebon Abayomi Awobokun. Good. Everyone should listen very clearly. Both of you will be representing the school authorities on matters pertaining to the students. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What I'm trying to explain to you is, from today, Beatrice here will be the head girl. And Abayomi will be the head boy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, everyone. As much as you all have been studying, the school authority has also been studying you guys. And both of them, apart from being academically sound, they're morally upright. And because of that, they all deserve, from all of you, to shower them with some encomium. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
All right. That'll be all.
Yẹ kó máa lọ sí ọmọ ohun tó ti wò báyìí bó bá ti di owó ọ̀sán.
Where you think you are going?
What's going on? What's wrong with you guys? Are you okay?
Come here. Where do you think you are going? Would I go back to your house now?
Do you mean I should go back to my house? Are we not in school together? What's your problem?
Yeah? Our problem.
Yes.
In the first place, are you supposed to be here?
Where am I supposed to be?
Go home and go and start cooking. Come back here. Where are you going? Baba yi.
My friend Daju. Wo so kan wa ta lo.
My God is going to beat me.
He's crying.
Give me my book.
No dey do face.
Gboju sókè.
Bele yi ara scatter dànù.
The movie. What do you mean? You are not supposed to be in this school.
At all.
I am the lord of school too. Shoti here. Or one sáré lọ lé báyìí. You go and cook.
Asap.
Tell you here.
Asap.
Go. Kia. Bye. Alele.
It's like this. It's like this, yo.
Who among them?
Is him, and him.
What is it?
If you ever bully anybody again in this school,
yes,
I'll make sure they expel you.
Yes. Try it again. Thank you. Ah, you gave me a dirty slap. A very dirty slap. I loved it.
In 1951, Reverend Mella met once again with Akaribo Adedoyin regarding the permanent site for the school. E.O. Dada resigned his appointment in 1948 to further his studies and handed over to Reverend E. Odusanwo, who served as the second principal from July 1948 until 31st January 1953.
You know they say learning never really stops, right?
Exactly.
Because of this, I would like to further my higher institution studies. And it requires me to be laser focused. And as a result of this, I want you to take charge of the affairs of the school.
Very well then. I promise I will make it great too.
No. I want you to make it greater than I am leaving it.
I promise.
I don't want people to look down on the school authorities, especially those ones from Lagos and all over the world. Now that we're trying to get approval for the school from the government, we need to work on that.
I understand. That's very thoughtful of you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for doing this with us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Whatever time. I'll just take my leave now.
Okay, all right.
Completing his higher education, E.O. Dada returned to Remo Secondary School to continue the administration of the institution. In 1963, E.O. Dada handed over leadership to E.A. Onoeko as the next principal.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
I have not come here to compete or compare my predecessors' work with mine. Only to make sure that their legacy is upheld in a very, very good way. And also create an atmosphere that is worthwhile for our own names to strive to. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Even the girls too will be dull. True or false?
True, sir.
So, we are going to be creating a field so as to work and play hard. You know, at the same time I play. But we are going to play hard as we work. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I am a very, very serious person. And I also play a lot. Be warned. Be warned. Yeah.
Under the leadership of E. Ade Onoeko, the fourth principal, the school games field was established in 1965.
What a man can do, a woman can do. Say because for a walk, low of wisdom and knowledge, getting no gender. Straight
Love blossomed between the school's first head boy and head girl, who later became husband and wife.
Behind the successful man is always a woman. Let's live in harmony, love and dignity. Together we shine our light. Each voice is equal and strong. Ignorance
In 1949, the school became a member of the Alien Group of Schools. Over the years, it has produced eminent Nigerians across law, medicine, engineering, academia, media, public service, and industry, many of whom now occupy strategic positions and contribute significantly to national development.
Honesty is the best policy. This will reign all that we do in a world and our place.
The contributions of the Parents Teachers Association and the Old Students Association have been tremendous, playing a vital role in the success of the school. It is to their credit that Remo Secondary School attained the status of a renowned institution, one that all connected to it can rightly be proud of. From humble dawns to thunderous change, Remo Secondary School rose, rewriting what education could be, forging paths where none existed. For generations, it has stood a beacon of wisdom, a forge of giants. Remo Secondary School not only topped the charts in academic excellence, but produced versatile industrialists in different sectors. We take a look at the cross-section of alumni who reminisce about their past and the part the school played in shaping their future. The paramount ruler of Remo land is known as the Akaribu.
I went to Remo Secondary School. It's a great school. It's produced a lot of prominent people. That school was the first experiment of having boys and girls go to the same school. And we have it on record that it's the first co-educational school in the whole of West Africa. So it's a great school, and I'm proud to be associated with that school. Well, it's a lot, but I knew that I entered the school very young. I was quite young when I entered the school. And like it's normal, I was in the boarding house, and we also have our own local restaurant, Buka, in the bush that we go to have fun and eat. But by and large, it was a wonderful experience that I had in the school, and I won't trade it for anything. Yeah, it's I think the core thing is the issue of honesty and integrity. We have it as a banner, honesty and integrity. Because I went to the boarding house, so you need to behave. We have very strict house masters, and even the fun of having your colleagues stay with you in the same school. You see yourself every day. It was a nice thing, and even the principals. Some of the principals that I were there now, when I was there, I think most of them are late now. Mrs. Debambo is late. Who can I remember again? They're all late, but those are excellent teachers, and they imbibe with us that honesty and integrity. I've always been involved in RSS duties because I know that I just didn't become the national president just like that. I was my class president for a lot of years, and I transmuted to being national president. We did our best. We took the Old Student Association to the heights that we know we could. In fact, it's on record that we constructed the first secretariat for all students in the school. So by and large, we did our best, and we thought we left a very big shoes to fill, but I can assure you that the current executive, they have actually overfilled the shoes. Well, first is to say thank you, Remo Secondary School. Thank you for shaping my life. Thank you for all you have done. Thank you for living up to 80 by February, and we continue to pray that you continue to thrive and even survive people like us, because you survive others, you will survive us by the grace of God. And thank you once again, Remo Secondary School.
RSS means a lot to me. I dream of RSS. I think about RSS. My renewed hope is in RSS. Everything about me speaks about Remo Secondary School. I keep on telling people, RSS is not just a school. It is a special breed of school. A school that made the first attempt of putting boys and girls of age together to learn under the same environment without having any record of regrets. Let me quickly take you back. Now, the founding fathers of Remo Secondary School, Shagamu, they laid their lives down. During that time, it used to be either a boys' school or a girls' school. It has never happened that boys and girls should learn together under the same environment. Don't forget that during that time, you must be of good age before you get to the secondary school. You start from the primary school at age 7. Some people more than that age. So by the time you get to the secondary school, you should be matured enough. So that fear was in the mind of those people at the helms of affairs of education then. So it's like sitting on a gunpowder. But thank God to our founding fathers. They put their feet down that this is going to work. So they have to sort of sign in an undertaking. You know what I mean? That is this thing going to work? Because the people at the ends of affairs were so afraid that what will happen? Are they not breeding marriages already or matrimonial homes already? But this founding father said, let's give it a try. It will work. And thank God it worked.
In my first year, our physics teacher, Mr. Ogunaiti, she obviously graduated from government college and the University of Ibadan at that time. He came to teach physics in the schools. And in the excitement of wanting to raise us as the best student in the world, promised that he would take the best students to the moon. Mentioning the moon to my ears brought to my memory my experience with my mother, who was my first teacher. Every moonlight, my mother would spread the mat and start to tell me the story about the man in me. How kind he was, protecting all children from getting hurt. And my aspiration was that I could meet a man in the moon. So when my physics teacher said he was going to take the best student to the moon, I became more excited and I wanted to be the best student. So he showed us a piece of vernier calipers in teaching us mensuration. And I looked at it and went home and created a vernier calipers in cardboard and brought it to the school and showed it to him. And he was amazed. So how will he now redeem his promise to take me to the moon? And the only thing he can do was to exempt me from all manual work. So while my classmates were cutting the grass, I was asked to stay in the lab. I started having all the opportunities of learning earlier ahead of my colleagues. That was an exciting thing. And that gave me a very strong foundation in the sciences. And I've kept finding science challenging, interesting, and contributing to the world through my work in research.
I gained admission into RSS in 1982 and left in 1987. That's when we are still using from Form 1 to Form 5. RSS means a lot. It means a lot. For instance, I remember when I wanted to gain admission, my late uncle has already taken the form of another school for me. But my dad insisted that no, I have to go to RSS. That RSS is where we have the homologos. That thing doesn't make any meaning to me then. It's like, what is the difference between this school? Because I'm a product of public schools. I attended Wesley School 2 of Oshagamu. But due to my that preference, and the funniest thing about it is that the man was an ordinary tailor. So not that he knew anything about that particular thing, but for his preference, I have to submit to it. Then I was admitted into RSS. But on getting to that school, I know my life completely changed. Changed as intent, and changed my family too. Because I will go on to tell you more about that whenever you ask. But RSS, I was made a complete man with RSS.
Okay. Well, RSS means a lot to me. I always tell the joke that it took me 3 attempts to get into RSS. Back then, even as a very young boy, it was either RSS or nothing else. So I tried in 1971, I didn't make it. 72, I didn't make it. Eventually, I made it in 1973. And passed out in 1977. So RSS, till today, we still carry with us memories of the golden years when RSS was a beacon of academic and moral excellence. RSS has taught us, built us to be leaders. And today, that is why you have a lot of RSSO students making waves, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world, in different fields of endeavor, whether it's medicine, politics, in education, in academia, everywhere you have RSSO students making waves.
Well, I think many things happened during my set, but when I was at my final class, what I think I can still remember vividly is during our final exam. That was 1988, during the WAEC examination. I remember former principal then, Chief Mrs. White, introducing so many coaching lessons to different class 5 students. Then our campus is there. He's also from RSS. He was once a national president of RSS, and he laid the foundation that others working on. Best reason is just for RSS to continue to assume that they become a reference point in secondary education in the entire nation.
Some of them take us back to their playful roots, remembering their youthful days and student years.
Of course, you got used to the boarding house diet, you like most young people, they never really like beans, you will always have beans. But one thing about RSS diet was that you had a lot of vegetables. Eforiro, was always nearly with every meal, So it was a fairly balanced diet, and the teaching was good. In those days, there weren't enough Nigerian teachers. So in most parts of Western Nigeria, you had Indian teachers, especially for the science subjects, math, physics, chemistry, and even in some cases biology. Used to be taken by Indian teachers, and some of them came with their wives. And there was one in particular. He taught math and physics, and the wife taught biology. And one of the best teachers I've had in my life was my chemistry teacher in Form 5.
And little by little, with the help of our coach, Coach Efuakwe then, I became the best sprinter, the best 100-meter senior boys in the school. And later, we graduated to Ionia. I remembered I was in the Ondo Boys High School, Ionian of 86, 87, and I got 4 gold medals for RSS then, and I think we came out on top as a team. RSS team was on top then.
Remo Secondary School not only topped the charts in academic excellence, but produced versatile industrialists in different sectors. We take a look at the cross-section of alumni who reminisce about their past and the part the school played in shaping their future.
You see, I will tell you that the first encouragement comes from my mates. I was in class 1, when all my friends are studying in the library. Me, I'll be singing everywhere. I want to call their name, I will sing to call their name. But you know, some schools, they might put you beside because of that. You understand what I'm saying? Just like singing. But no matter how, the more I do this, the more they love me. I'm telling you, to the level that I thought I'll be writing songs in the classroom after I finish my homework. Next thing is to write it. Okay. I have one of my friends, one of my mates, Mrs. Folabomi. Folabomi, I can't remember her last name. Folabomi. She come and meet her. Wali likes of Yetunde Ogbu, all my mates. Kawodieki. Wali, you are not writing. You've been finished your exam now. Now you song. What is going with you? But at the end of the day, the only that to be in that school, I think we are sharing love, and that is the key. Happiness, you know, love brings joy and happiness. That's the key. So I'm happy. Iṣẹ́ orí fi rán mi o. Remo Secondary School ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé mi jáde o. Ìbá ṣe pé mo lọ sí Remo Secondary School ńgbà tí jó lókìkí. Ìbá ṣe pé mo wá sílé ìwé yẹn gangan ńgbà tí Nílárí Adéwálé Àyùbá. Ẹ̀kọ́ tí Remo Secondary School tó fi kọ́ mi. Ló sẹ́ni ó sọ mí dẹni tó gbégbá òrókè. Mo ń tọ́jú ẹbí, mo ń tọ́jú ara. RSS ó ṣeun gan-an. Adéwálé ò ní gbàgbé o. Tó bá ṣe pé mo lágbára ni. Gbogbo ọmọ Ògùn State ní tilé Tókò. Remo Secondary School ní bá kó wọn sí owó. Kọ́ lè ṣoríire lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Orúkọ náà ò ní bàjẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run Ọba. Happy birthday to you.
I belong to the 78/80 set of the Higher School Certificate, HSC as we usually call the class. And I was a class prefect. I was a prefect in my set, and I belong to the arts class. Remo Secondary School gives me a lot of memories, very good memories. And I want to thank God for the founders of Remo Secondary School, because there in RSS, they taught us that honesty is the best policy, and that everything we are doing is for God and our fatherland. Well, I will say for God and our motherland. In RSS, a lot of experiences. I remember that those days we used to go behind Adedoyin house to buy a biriku, and then the teachers will come to check the hostels to see who are the culprits. There is one albino lady that comes with us, and once those teachers are able to identify her, then they are able to identify all of us. And of course, all of us will be rushing out, including this albino lady. And what other memory can I say? I say that we used to have a senior, a year our set, that we call Taekwondo, because he is into Taekwondo. And anytime he sends anyone to the restaurant where we eat, to go to the dining, to go and collect, we call beans obu, to go and collect beans, extra beans, and the person is caught. The person will just say, the slogan is Taloro Elobu Taekwondo, and of course everybody will just fly away because you dare not wait and attack Taekwondo.
I started from GS1, and at the time I became the class captain when I was in SS1. I was the class captain till SS2, and I voluntarily resigned from the class captainship when I got to SS3. My class was known as SS1D special, because we were so special that we were about 99 in that class, and we have a lot of troublemakers in my class.
RSS is not just a school. It's an institution that shapes the lives of people who pass through it, especially when you pay sufficient attention to it and you see it as a means of also giving back, to the community, helping to pass on the torch, because our lives were touched by those who went before us. I remember that when we were in school, many of the chairs we sat on were donated by old students. And we were wondering back in the day, so when we will get to this level? So some of the things that we do today reflect, that desire for us to give back, because we have also benefited from, the generosity, the commitment, and the passion of those who went before us. And so it is a legacy. It is also a very big heritage. We inherited the banner of keeping the family strong, maintaining the standard. These days, people complain a lot about public schools and all of that, but you see Rosa standing very firm to say, no, we are not going to drop the ball. The standard must not fall.
RSS, to me, is more of a generational thing, because my dad was one of the earlier set of RSS, and based on his achievement and also what he has accomplished, so we were all looking forward to be a member of RSS. Me and my siblings, we all came to RSS, and RSS has been a wonderful foundation to my life. So I will never, there's no way I will write my history without mentioning RSS. It has really impacted my life, even while I was at the university, even in my business life, because honesty is the best policy.
The junior school principal and senior school principal speak about the achievements of the school in terms of academic excellence, while the current head boy and head girl speak about the culture of Remo Secondary School, how the school is shaping the lives of students.
So Remo Secondary School has opened the door to countless opportunities for me. Gave me the opportunity to go to programs like the Rotary Youth Leadership Academy. That was last year, 2024. So these and many others have been the things that I've gained from Remo Secondary School. Back to the school compound. My journey as the head girl has been full of laughter, memories, experience, and surely ups and downs. There are a lot of times that the burden of being the head girl might feel weighing. It might feel like a burden on me, probably if some activities are going on in the school, then I have to be running up and down, doing this. I remember on the International Day of the Girls' Child, I was very occupied. I did not eat, like, throughout the day. Like, I was very occupied. Head girl this, head girl. So there are times like that it feels burdensome. Then there are times that it really feels good to be the head girl. Like, considering the fact that when our old students held their last stakeholders meeting at the national president, Ari Adetola Olanipepo Emmanuel King's residence. So we went there as the head girl and head boy. We went together with the national executives. We went there. We saw what life in other areas looked like. We saw different kind of things, and we met different kind of people that encouraged us, that gave us the kind of hope that we needed. That we are the head girl, we are the head boy now. Continue to be a leader in the future. These and many others as what has sparked that, has ignited this leadership ability in work.
My experience as the head boy of Remo Secondary, as senior prefect of Remo Secondary School, it has been a long way. I've seen all past head boys who have occupied this post, and I've seen their experience, how they do, how they create emotion, how they create great things, how they impart knowledge to students. And this, now it's my turn. No, I'm the current head boy now. It's my turn to build, to do more to Remo Secondary School. And those experiences I've seen, firstly, is about some students from SS1 students and SS2 students. They usually have problem with math and English mostly. So whenever I look at their notes, I see what their problem is, and if I don't understand, I'll go back to my teachers to ask more knowledge about it, and I will bring that knowledge to them. I'll impart them the knowledge. Maybe they can be after school hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours. They enjoy my teaching. My teaching, like I'm a professor, but they love me teaching. And secondly, about my experience in Remo Secondary School. If you are not good enough in this school, they are going to shame you. So you have to target how you speak, how your sprint use, how you relate with people. You don't speak anyhow as a head boy, as the senior prefect leader. You have to, encourage them to be in the right way and settle every wrong hours of doing.
From the history, RSS is a public secondary school that has a lot of participated in a lot of competition, and they've won a lot of laurels. Now, considering Remo Secondary School Junior, which came to existence in 2015, then currently in 2024, RSS Junior Secondary School was adjudged as the best secondary school, junior public in Ogun State and in Nigeria. Then the RSS participated in a lot of both academic and games, especially in Ionia, and we have a lot of laurel won by our students. Then apart from that, we participated in jet competition, which we came out with flying color. Then apart from that, the BECE, which is Basic Education Certificate Examination, RSS juniors always come out with flying color with 100%. Currently, the 2025 result, we have excellent result. About 9 of our students came out with distinction throughout. Then, just October 5, the principal of Remo Secondary School Junior, myself, was given an award as the best administrator in public junior secondary school in Ogun State.
I joined here 2023, and when I got here, we were given a state award by the Ogun State government, the best public school in Ogun State, by His Excellency Dr. Dapo Abiodun. We're given the best secondary school in Ogun State. And our HEP for WAEC and NECO has been very, very tremendous. Our students are doing well, winning all manner of laurels, and making waves. As one of the Ionian schools too. Remo Secondary School is part of the Ionian school. We have 12 schools as Ionian, so we are one of them. Whenever we go for Ionian, talk about the academics aspects, talk about field and track, games, indoor games and everything, we are always coming top in all those games and in academics too. And in 2024, Remo Secondary School represented the state in the JET competition, and we came out strong and better. We have been doing well, and our students are doing it. And our teachers too are not left out. They've been winning a lot of laurels. They've been winning a lot of competition, competing with schools all over Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. And our teachers have been doing well. Without them, our students cannot do well. So we have good teachers that are made up, excellent teachers, I would say.
The national president of Remo Secondary School Old Students Association talks about how RSS has evolved in terms of infrastructure.
What endear people to schools is the infrastructure. What you first see is the infrastructure. You may not see the teachers, you may not see the student, but when you get to a school environment, the first thing that will catch your attention is the physical infrastructure. And I can bet you many people joined or came to RSS because of then the infrastructure. And then we embarked vigorously to revive the infrastructure of RSS. And today I can tell you for free, in terms of image, physical infrastructure, we are far above any other public school. Today we have a stadium, a global standard stadium in RSS. We have a multi-purpose tennis court. We have one of the best laboratory in the state in terms of the biology lab, the physics lab, and the chemistry lab. And our classrooms are not doing bad at all. So, and the road now, for the first time, the school road are tarred with, for the first time we have interlocking stones in the school. For over 70-something years, maybe 78 years, the school has never been tarred or have interlocking stones, paving stones. We did it from my tenure. And from the ambience of the school, you now have a gigantic gatehouse, beautified landscape. We even have a fountain in the school, a roundabout in the school. We have drainages in the school, good road network now in the school.
Are Adetola Emmanuel King also spoke on the master plan of RSS and how it will lead to a brighter and greater future for RSS.
And then, my greatest fulfillment is having a master plan. A master plan in the school. Before, people would just come to the school, go to the principal's office and tell them we want to build another. What I did when I came into office was to have a working secretariat. It has never been like that before. There was not a working secretariat. You come to this school and you'll be asking, who is the national president? How can I get in touch? You will go to the principal office. It's from the principal's office that you get the contact of who to call. But today we have, for the very first time, in Remo Secondary School, we have workers, staff, that work from Monday, not to Friday, from Monday to Sunday, attending to your need. We now have social media handles where you can connect, you can call, you can get information with the speed of light. So for me, the fulfillment is that we have a working organization, a working association, and then we have a master plan for the school. The importance of the master plan is that now we have a guide. We have what to follow. In fact, there was a particular time we were having more toilets in the school than even classrooms. People just come, what do you need in the school? Old student, I mean, we have fantastic old student members who want to give back to the school. So they come. The UK branch is doing excellently well. The United States branch, fantastic people, they are doing excellently well. And then recently we have our members in Canada giving their best to the school. And the Nigerian chapter, fantastic. Everybody coming, class set by class set, coming back to the school to give back to the school. But they'll just go to the principal's office, and you know, principal, sometimes some of them are also changed. I mean, serving their tenure, serving their time. Another principal will come on board, and all students will ask, what do you need? Oh, we need this, we need that. And there's no coordinated growth. There's no coordinated development. So the master plan will now help us to have uniformity in our development, and then to know what is next. Now, we know what we're doing now. What we're doing now is to have all the road in the school either tarred or interlocked with paving stones. Also to have light in the school. Also to have smart classrooms in the school. So face by face. Now we know what to do. So anybody coming on board, anybody coming for any project, they will tell you what is next. So, and that's the good thing about having a master plan. Development is now controlled in the school. And, you know, making use of the available space in the school. Oh, perfect. You see, when you have a coordinated development, when you have a master plan, it speaks for itself. From the road, from the infrastructure, from the buildings, the arrangement of the building, you know that, oh, they have a master plan. The beautiful thing is that in 10 years to come, in 20 years to come, in 50 years to come, when RSS will be celebrating 100, 120, and all those milestones, we've laid a good foundation. Now there's a master plan. And now you can navigate your way through the school without asking anybody. It shows you from the gate, we plan to have the layout of the entire school, and then you can navigate your way. You are going to the chemistry lab, physics lab, the library, the school hall, the stadium, the dining hall, the boys' hostel, the girls' hostel. You can navigate your way. Not the one that you will park and you'll be asking which way, and you have to pass through some corners to get. No. So it's a well-planned institution. And this is the pride of Africa, the first co-educational institution in the entire West Africa, Remo Secondary School.
He also gave a goodwill message to every alumni, home and abroad.
Yes, my goodwill message is this. What I want to leave behind and what I want to tell every Rosan. You see, our secret is embedded in our national anthem. Our great school, lift I we shall, the path shall we follow. We shall foreigners before us have gone, lifting high the banner. Remo Secondary School shall for the light. Remo Secondary School shall for the light. Remo Secondary School shall for the light. We lead the way. So let's keep leading. My goodwill message to all is that let's keep shining. Let's bear the torch of our forefathers, starting something new, breaking the norm, having the audacity to do the incredible, the impossible. That is the spirit of our forefathers. Let's make RSS great again in all ramifications. Come back, give your best. You know what? You don't have any other secondary school. Imagine, I got my first job, PACN, in 2001 because I attended Yaba Tech. They call it Yaba the Great. They told me, the panels of those that interviewed me, said, even if we will not take you, we'll take you because you attended Yaba College of Technology. So my message is this. Now, as of recent now, I was told 80% of the students in Remoland, 80, mark my word, that did common entrance, pick RSS as their first choice. Everybody wants to attend RSS because RSS is looking like a university. So let's give our best. Let's contribute. By next year, I'll be handing over the baton. Who is next? Who is going to continue to shine forth the light of RSS? So every one of us, light differs from light. Yours can just be minor. Another person can be major. But the dream must be kept alive. We lead and we lead and we lead the way. God bless you. I wish all Rosans and the entire RSS community and the Ogun State government a wonderful 80th celebration of the pride of Africa. God bless you for God and fatherland. Up school, up RSS. Up Rosans, we are great. I remain yours in service, Are Adetola Emmanuel King, the 12th National President of ROSA. God bless you. Happy celebration.
What a man can do, a woman can do. Say pick up for a walk, lower figure. Wisdom and knowledge, getting no gender. Say the meji, no, 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 successful man is always a woman. Let's live in harmony, love and dignity. Together we shall not